Okay, so
Okay, so
we're gonna go back
we're
to
gonna go back to
the slide. Can you tell me what you see on your side? The slide on what
the
slide?
slide on what slide?
Slide number 6.
Stages and symptoms.
Okay. For some reason I'm
For some reason,
struggling with just bring it up. Can one of you
can one of you
read to me what it says on
tell
that?
me what it says?
I'm having
Stages and symptoms of COVID-19. That's the slide number 6.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna make
Okay,
this
I'm gonna make this
small so I can see because I
so I
can't
can
see my
see because I
slides for
can't
some
see my
reason.
slide.
Okay, so we said
Okay, so we said
the previous discussion was
the
about
previous discussion
stages
was about
and the symptoms of COVID-19. Do you
symptoms.
mind muting yourselves, please? Um, so it says there that it's irritability and confusion, reduced consciousness, sometimes associated with seizures and anxiety. And then you can read the rest of it over there. I can't open the slide. And then we have the main types of COVID-19 transmissions. So they're basically referring to the types of transmissions that happen here that we experience. So I know in the workplace, um, the common transmission is from person to person, because even though we are told to wear our masks and follow or keep a safe distance between each other, we don't normally do that because we're so used to hugging each other and kissing each other and talking in each other's faces like there's no boundaries at work. Even with your friends, there's like no social distancing. And I remember in one of my own experiences when when COVID-19 just came about, was when they asked what is close contact, and nobody could really say what close contact is. How would you define close contact? And it was said to us that close contact is when you are the 1.5 meters, you closer than that to somebody else without the mask, and you talking and the saliva, you don't know whether or not your saliva is floating in the air unless you speak like it, the spit is like going everywhere. But that's close contact. So if you didn't have close contact, even though the person has COVID, they would not they would not tell you to isolate because you were not in close contact with that person. So if you had your mask on and you were 1.5 meters, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's just a story I wanted to share. Anyway, so I'm having an issue. I can't see all the information on the slides. So they're saying here that these droplets are then transferred through close contact, such as touching, probably kissing and hugging. I can't see the rest of it. Um, do you mind reading, anybody, what it says there, the second point? Can you
You're going to
see
have to scroll down in your... Now look on your right hand side. There's a column that you can scroll down.
me?
Me.
Yes,
Huh?
because it stops by all. We can see exactly the same thing you see. There we go.
Is it? I thought you could
There,
see it.
yes.
I thought you could see it.
Okay, there you go.
Oh.
6.
Um,
7 is this one.
Sir, you need to go. Excuse me, yes, an intruder in the class. Okay, he's gone. So it says they're touching your mouth, your nose, your eyes before washing your hands. The virus is spread through the air. It's important to stay more than 1.2 meters away from a person who is sick. And I'm sure you know of all the other ways you can stay or isolate or keep yourself safe from, contracting the virus. Are there any ways that you personally use, which methods you use or practices you use for yourself and your family that you'd like to share? Maybe 1 or 2 sentences on how you do that? Anyone?
I would
So-
say
Go
it's
ahead,
fine,
Mom.
Bina, you can go.
Go ahead, Mom.
Okay, I would say that the best thing to do is just to social distance when you're at work, and then sanitize your desk frequently, watch where you touch, and then when you get home, first thing you do, undress, take a shower, and then go about your normal daily business at home. That's basically the only thing you can do, as long as you social distance outside of your house, sanitize your workstation, watch what you touch, just keep a general, just general. Let's keep in mind that the virus could be anywhere. Yeah.
Okay. You want to add, P?
No. Marco basically said it all. Yeah, definitely.
Maurice?
Definitely.
Marco said it all.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Um,
the next slide.
next.
The next slide, ways to prevent COVID-19 transmission. So I think that we all spoke about this. So in the beginning of the session already, but staying at home, avoid gatherings, wearing your mask, um, and then sanitizing. And the ironic thing about the sanitizing and washing your hands, it's like things that we're supposed to be doing. So yeah. So and covering your face, when you sneeze, and avoid touching your eyes, your nose, and close contact with people, which is difficult because we are social beings. We want to be in contact with other people, and that also then the mental health mental health also plays a role in you isolating yourself and not seeing other people, and so there's a lot of havoc. So it's not just the physical, it's mental as well. Then the next one is, what do you do if you're infected? And I think we spoke about this as well, broadly. But on the slides here, they're referring to, getting in contact with your healthcare provider or the hotline, um, you know, cooperating and contact tracing procedures to stop the spread, staying at home away from others for 14 days, quarantine, self-isolation, avoiding public places, at least 1 meter distance from others, and wearing your mask, etc. And then this one is quite interesting because I know there was a lot of speculations with COVID-19 treatment. So I'd like to just interact a bit on the vaccine. I'd like your views on um, you know, about the vaccine. Are you pro-vaccine? Are you um, against the vaccine? What are your thoughts about the COVID-19 vaccine? Everyone.
My thought is that it does work. For me personally, it does work because when I'd go for the second time, the symptoms wasn't as severe as it was the first time. So for me personally, I felt that it, 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 I'm for the COVID-19 vaccine. I think it works, and that's I think that way. And if you look at it now, the vaccine is helping us in the sense of the country in itself is going back to normal. We don't have to wear the mask anymore and all of that. I'm not saying COVID-19 is gone, but at least the vaccine helped us so that we can start living how we used to live before COVID came into our land. So
Okay.
yeah.
Maurice, I have a follow-up.
Maurice, I have a follow-up.
So after
Okay.
the vaccine,
So after
do you
the
have any
vaccine,
symptoms
symptoms,
like
I had the flu symptoms, but it wasn't as intense. At least like I could still like for the second time I could smell, I could taste and all that. I just had the normal flu symptoms.
so you didn't have
so
any
you
adverse
didn't have
effects
any adverse
from the
effects
vaccine per se?
from the vaccine per se.
No, I just had like the arm pain like everyone else.
Oh, okay. Thank
Oh,
you for
okay.
It
sharing.
was
Sharing.
no problem.
Okay. With regards to the vaccine, I am pro-vax. Or personally, I don't know if I'm pro-vax or if I'm not pro-vax. I honest to God, I don't actually care because look, the body's immune system does tend to fight off most viruses. But for COVID-19 in this instant, it is a very aggressive virus. So the vaccine, my understanding is the vaccine basically just prompts your body to respond, or it helps your immune system fight the way it's at its weakest. So we all know it's not a cure. It's basically just to give your body that extra oomph to combat the virus and to help your immune system, basically. Yeah. So I'm not really sure if I'm pro-vax or not pro-vax, but me personally, I did get the jab, I guess. So yeah,
And which one did you get?
And which one did you get?
I got I can't remember. I think it's Pfizer. Which one is it? The one that you get too?
Pfizer.
I got the Pfizer one, not Johnson and Johnson. The Pfizer, yes. I got both.
Okay. And you,
Yes, I got
Maurice,
both. Yes.
also
And
get
you,
the
Maurice?
Pfizer.
Pfizer as well. Pfizer.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
thank
and no symptoms. Yeah, and sorry, and yeah, no symptoms after the. And I don't. Oh, I can't even remember. Honestly, I don't even think I had COVID. Maybe I had. Maybe I didn't.
Okay.
But the vaccine works way
Yeah.
better. But
Okay. And you, P?
Well, I'm not a vacker. I'm not a pro-vacker. I personally didn't go for the jab. My whole family didn't go. For personal reasons, I would say, because I don't know what's going on in that vaccine. One moment we have a pandemic, 8 months later there's a vaccine. Wow. So that just put me off, and the fact that there's not enough data, from a human point of view. Yes, people have different experiences, but there's also people that had severe side effects to the jab. So yeah, I am just not. Look, I don't trust the government. Period. I don't trust any government. So yeah, I'm not a pro-vacker at all. So
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you, B, for sharing. I'm not at liberty to say on what side I'm sitting at because I'm doing a COVID-19 workshop. But your point of views are all valid, and I mean it is your perception of your reality and how you experience life. There is a lot of information on the vaccine. I think I don't think it's on this PowerPoint, but I've sent you a pack before the class or before the workshop started. You received a pack with all that information in it, where you can, if you'd like to read further, it will be accessible to you. I would just like to take this opportunity just to say thank you for everyone who participated in the workshop. It was very it was pleasant to deal with participants that were knowledgeable and that interacted. You know, I also learned a few things today. And thank you for also, with doing things remotely, and there's always technical challenges that you experience, but thanks to the audience, you didn't give me a hard time. So thank you so much, and I hope you all learned something or added to your knowledge today. Yes, so that's from me. Thank you for participating in the workshop.
It's a pleasure,
Thank
Tracy.
you. Thank you, Tracy.
You're most welcome.
Most welcome.
Okay, so I just need
Okay, so
to
I just need
stop the
to
recording.
stop the recording.
Thank you guys. Enjoy the
Thank
rest
you
of it.
guys. Enjoy the rest of it.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Cheers,
Thank you.
everyone.
Cheers,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.